Welcome to the Cox Community Connection, highlighting organizations, events, and people from around our local community.
Hello and welcome to Cox Community Connection. I'm Cam Johnson, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications, and I'd like to welcome you to this brand new public affairs show that we're launching in the Gulf Coast. On this program, we'll talk about several organizations, events, and programs happening from Pensacola to Destin and all points in between. If you'd like to take part in the show, please feel free to contact me at 850-857-4571 or at cam.johnson@cox.com. I'd like to welcome our first guest. I have the honor of introducing most of you to the new CEO and President of the United Way of Okaloosa and Walton Counties, Mr. Ken Hendricks. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you I appreciate the opportunity, Cam.
And of course, everybody in town has seen his guest with us today, or also with him today. But everybody's seen you and knows Ms. Rhonda Davenport, the VP of Campaign and Marketing for United Way. So thank you as well for being with us today.
Well, thank you, Cam, for the opportunity.
Ken, as I mentioned, newly on board with the United Way, just started. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your background?
Sure. I'm a new guy, obviously came aboard July 1st, although I've technically lived here since 2010. Came into town at that point and worked a little bit as a volunteer with the United Way and the Emergency Operations Center and a few other things. And when the job opened up, I love United Way. I've got about 30 years background in it, having served as an exec in Michigan, Louisiana, Connecticut, and I'm delighted to be here. I love the area, and I love the job. So
and
it's a nice mix.
Nice mix. As you mentioned, your background with the United Way is great. I know it's going to be an asset for our community. You've been in the job for about a month now. What kind of vision, what are you seeing, where are you thinking about maybe leading the United Way in the years to come?
Well, obviously we're always looking to grow and to do a better job of helping our agencies perform the services they need to help the community grow. United Way is a vital part of the growth of just about any community, and so to do that we've obviously got to raise money, and so we're about ready to begin our annual campaign, and it goes to support a lot of really good organizations in the area. From a growth standpoint or from a vision standpoint, I think all of the kinds of things we're looking at is to do a better job in our various functions, communications, information, referral, services to people in need. It's a mission that's been around a long time, and it's just a refinement of what we're doing now.
You mentioned the campaign. Obviously right now it's getting ready to kick off, so we'd like to talk about that a little bit and how people can get involved, obviously. But first, tell us a little bit about what the campaign is, Rhonda. What is the Community United Way campaign?
Well, the community campaign is where companies, local businesses come and join us as they support United Way. And they allow us to come in and do the what we call the annual campaign presentation. But what's even a greater benefit for that is that most of our supporters of the companies that we go into allow their employees to give back to the United Way through payroll deduction. So it makes it a lot easier, and people feel like they're involved and not, even though they may not be able to get their time, they sure can be able to do something through their payroll. So it's great.
And when does this campaign start?
Well, we actually will kick off as in our training that we have this week with the loan executives, and we have over 50, and they will begin calling on the schools, or it actually is our big account that we start in August. But we've also already have some pay setters, and we appreciate Target and Regions have already set their campaign. But between August and December, we hold the campaign, and we'll do it any time of the day or night, and as many times of the day that we need to make it beneficial for that company.
And if somebody wants to get involved, somebody watching the show right now and they want to get their company involved, how can they go about doing that?
Well, they can contact us here at the United Way office, and that number is 850-243-0315. And they can also go on our website, which is www.united-way.org. And we'd be more than happy to meet with them and go over what is involved in the campaign, make it easy and make it fun, and a great way to be involved.
Another part of the campaign, a vital part, is the loan executives. Training coming up soon at the end of the month, at the end of July, for the loan executive program. How do these people get involved with the loan executive program, and what is their role? How are they such an asset to the United Way?
Well, how it starts is that we actually contact a local business to say, give us your busiest and your best, because we know that they are the leaders in those companies. Absolutely. And when they come to our training, we lock the doors for 2 days. We have a great time, but it's also a great time for the loan executives. They learn about United Way, they learn what's going on in the community, and how they are going to make a difference by actually going out into the field and calling on these accounts and encouraging people to continue to give or to give for the first time. And we have seen it actually expand from 14 over the years to now over 50 loan executives. It's a great possible, I would call it a leadership program as well, because it gives the loan executives and their companies awareness of what is actually happening in this beautiful place we call paradise.
And so again, how do people get involved? Can you give us the contact
information? They can call me, Rhonda Davenport, at 850-243-0315, and talk to me directly. And we are always looking for some great leaders, and again, to give everyone the opportunity to see what's happening out there in our great community.
One of the things I think that's interesting about this, if you talk to your neighbors and say, well, okay, the United Way campaign is coming up, and you ask them, how much do you think we're raising? Inevitably, people fall short of guessing that we're really setting out to raise $1.2 million from our Okaloosa and Walton counties here. So it's a huge goal. It requires a lot of commitment, and fortunately, we've got a lot of volunteers who are in place, a lot of companies who are very supportive, a lot of individuals who just make donations to us because they know the kind of results a gift to United Way makes.
Absolutely. Well, Rhonda, thank you so much for joining us. And Ken, thank you. Welcome to your new role. We look forward to your leadership in the United Way and in the community. And we appreciate you being on the show today. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
And we'll be right back. After this break, we're going to travel up to Crestview to talk with the North Okaloosa Medical Center about a Healthy Woman program. Stay tuned.